IBM's Content Navigator provides us with the ability to see a very configurable and flexible environment to manage work. In this instance, we're going to go in and add a document through an entry template. This allows us to select a local document from our desktop that we want to add to the system. So we're going to go ahead and select the file of that document, and the entry template is going to manage where that document is, what type it is, allows us to change some of those fields. We can set the document name, apply some tags for searching. So in this case, since it's a cardiology document, we'll do cardiology and heart as search tags that are available to help users find that document. We can see that the review and approve fields are locked, and we're able to enter a required field, which is the document type. So when we add that document to the repository, that's going to be placed automatically into the correct document review folder, and we can see it here at the top of the list. And selecting that document will give us a preview of the document and access to view all of the properties of that document. Additionally, it launches workflow tied to that document. So what we're going to do is log in as a document manager and take a look and see what happens when a document is entered through an entry template that contains a workflow. We can still look at that document within the document review. As the manager, we can see that there. We have the ability to search for documents using predefined stored searches that are fully configurable within Content Navigator, where we can look at those documents within the repository that haven't been reviewed yet. So you can look at those search results and see documents that haven't been yet reviewed within the system. But we can also look at those documents. We can do a search based on tags, remembering that we put in heart as one of our tags. So we can do a search and see what documents have properties or tags that relate to that and see those results, giving us the ability to find and retrieve documents within the repository. Additionally, workflow is launched, a document review workflow. The document manager has a task called reviewer assignment for the document that has come in. And we have several things we can do with that work item. In this case, we're going to go ahead and open and process that work item. The manager's job at this point is to assign that reviewer. We can see that the document, if we need to look at it, is attached to this piece of work. But we're going to go in and we're going to search for the reviewer that we want to assign this work to, which in this case, that is the user reviewer. You can add a small comment, just giving some instructions or information just to record about this item, and go ahead and complete it. What that's going to do is move that piece of work directly to the reviewer's personal in-basket. So what we'll do is log out and log in as that reviewer to see where that work went. So once the reviewer logs into the system, we're going to see a different set of in-baskets available based on that person's role. We're now in a different role, so we're going to actually see the reviewer role's work. When I look at it, I can see work that's not assigned, which there happens to be none, or work in my personal in-basket. So I can go ahead, open up that item, and we can see the fields are different in this. My job is to go ahead and look at that document, make any annotations to it that I need, and send it forward after my review. So I can go ahead, open up that document in the viewer, and start to review the document, look at the information on it, and add any annotations or notes that might be important for the document manager to know. I can highlight a pointer to a selection of the document and apply a personal note indicating that certain information may be needed on that document. So that way people who open it downstream or in other portions have access to these annotations. I'm going to go ahead and save that off. And now that I'm done reviewing the document, go ahead and mark this activity or work item as completed. I have no more work in my in-basket, so what I'm going to do is log back in as that document manager. Because once the document is reviewed, it goes for approval for the document manager to take a look at those annotations that were added by the reviewer and send the document off for final approval. So we can go ahead and take a look at the work If I do a quick search on my now reviewed and not approved documents, we're going to actually be able to see which documents have gone through a review process but haven't been approved yet. And we can see that document right in there. A work item also returned to our in-basket. So when we take a look at the document manager's in-basket, we will see that now there is a work item in there under Manager Review as the step. So when we open that document task up, we can take a look. We still have the ability to send it back to the reviewer if need be. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the document and see what the reviewer did with it. So when we open that document up, we're going to see those annotations that were added. We're also going to note that those annotations are all date and time stamped for the user who added those annotations. So once we've finished with this, we can go ahead and approve this document, completing this review process.